Hello, all. Good evening. Happy New Year. I wish all of you prosperous New Year. So, this is all about the New Year resolutions. Usually, people discuss about the common goals, which are like financial goals, health goals, like putting off their weight, and even some other career related goals. But those are very common. Even if you don't like, you have to pull up your resources for your children education or your own education or your career growth or for your business development or for your daughter's marriage or for your retirement life. So the financial goal is a very common goal and which is a very compulsive goal. Even if you don't take break, that is fine, but you have to pull up resources. So automatically we all fight for our financial goals, so it is not a big deal. Like every year we need not to discuss about the financial goals in this 2025 event. So, coming to the most forgotten goals, most crucial, and which creates profound relations in our life are certain goals which we never discuss about, or even if we discuss, we just take it for granted and we don't pay attention to such type of goals after few minutes of discussion. So, what are such type of goals where we are lacking of our concentration even or focusing on such type of goals? So the first one is to not to become a xerox copy of someone. Like we all know, right? Someone children became a scientist or somebody became a tennis superstar, so immediately we join our children into such type of sports coaching center. So it is like creating something nonsense in our life, or copying others gestures even, or copying someone's decision making skills, or not skills exactly, decisions, again exactly copying their decisions. If somebody purchased a car, we are going to buy a car. If somebody is going to buy a building in some location, we are also going to buying the same building in same exact location. Or if someone is buying some type of dresses, like any saris or any sweatpants, exactly copying their colors and the dress patterns, everything. So we are becoming xerox copy of someone and copying someone always, and copying even a type of courses which others are taking. So this is not projecting our own decision capacity, it is not projecting our own potentiality. So we need to focus and we have to try to be unique. And afterwards, if the people have taken some decisions, it is about their experiences, it is about their level of perception, it is their level of potentiality as per their family's requirement. They will be taking few decisions, or they'll be going to purchase some plots, or they'll be going to purchase new vehicles, or they'll be going to take some other decisions of marrying someone or not marrying of someone. But you cannot copy as per their lifestyle, so eventually you'll become a big failure. And even if it works out for them, might be it not going to work for you. So and again, people will judge you based upon your copying decisions, because people are there to judge. Actually they are sitting there to watch you and judge you. So if you are not paying attention to these judgmental mindsets, then definitely you are losing your respect and you are nowhere projecting your potentiality. So that is the reason, for your sake, to protect your potentiality and to protect your credibility, you have to pay attention and try not to copy others. So moving forward to another thing, another topic, it is about taking your own decisions. Always you have choice, you cannot copy others exactly, even their body language. As I mentioned in my previous clipping, here as well you have to take your own decisions. So you should not think it is very complex, or you are an overthinker, or people might judge you that you are an overthinker. But believe me, if you are not thinking at all, your brain is going to become rot. So there is no value for a rotten apple and perishable goods, right? Likewise, you have to use your brain at least to take your own decisions. You should not rely on others. Even if you rely upon them, you have to perceive their perceptions and opinions, but ultimately you have to take the decisions. People usually call others who are taking decisions on their own, they label them as overthinkers. because people are very lazy. They rely upon others because decision making process is very tough and they feel it is very complex. So that is the reason, by not using their brain, they'll give that job to someone else. And if someone else takes decision based upon their own opinions and based upon their own experiences, if something goes wrong, again these people will blame them. And they also take advantage of deliberating this type of decision making process to blame them even. So they never want to take the accountability and they never want to create any negative image even out of their own decisions. They feel like if something goes wrong, if something fails, they'll get negative image in their society or in their own communities or in their own family. That is the reason they deliberate that job. But even if they deliberate, that is fine, but they won't take the accountability even for that deliberated job. So sometimes they might lose many things because people might give their opinions or standard decisions to put you down or to see your failure. So it is your responsibility to take your own decisions and you cannot blame someone else for your type of failures and for their type of successful things in their life. And after taking decisions, you have to take the credibility for your own actions. See, if maybe if you have helped someone who fainted on the middle of the road, so you help them. Imagine you help them. So after a while, if they sent any thank you note, or if they sent you any bouquet, or just by simple gestures people thanked you, you have to accept that credibility. You should not deny yourself because people are already there to put you down and not accepting your type of good deeds to this society. So they are already waiting to put you down, to belittle you. So you have to ignore it and you have to take credibility. Might be in the same morning you have you got scolded by your parents for not going to the college or not paying attention to your studies, but on the same day you helped someone who is a stranger to you by showing them the right address or by helping them when they got fainted, whatever it may be. A help is a help, you help them, right? So you have to take the credibility. You should not club the both situations and you should not belittle yourself. Might be in front of your parents you are an ignorant person or you are not paying attention to your future and career. That is a different situation, that is different environment. Here at this moment you become a hero, so you have to accept that and take the credibility without any hesitation and be yourself always. And upgrade your skills. Even it can be writing or it can be any bicycle ride or even if it is a pottery making, whatever it may be, irrespective of the field or something, according to your interest you have to choose and you have to upgrade your skills. So try to become as many as skills but relate which fetches you some kind of passive income, that should be in your mind again, or at least for your heart fulfilling at least. So you have to upgrade your skills. You cannot only rely upon your career and you cannot simply expect full satisfaction from being career oriented. Only from source of career you cannot get the satisfaction. Career is to build your finances and to build you as a professional person, and career is to create some self image in front of the public and in front of your family and in front of yourself. But what is your real passion? So find it out and get some heart fulfilling skill and work on it. Also upgrade your behavior. So folding hands in front of elders and doing mischievous things in front of others is not going to give you good image. So some or other day they will find you out and they will question you and you cannot blame them for questioning you. It is your inner character that can be revealed at any point of time. So be cautious always and become a tech savvy. So in this era you have to be you have to build competitive skills. Without technology, without becoming a tech savvy, you cannot survive in this fast paced era, because people all nowadays need some quick answers and quick judgments, quick decisions, even quick fulfillment of anything. So they need quick service, so you have to rely upon that tech savvy skills, like having your own car, and having your own printer and having electronic gadgets, uh, like relying upon the databases for many things like GPS or some other Google services, whatever it may be, and relying upon the emails and even the any I'm not suggesting here you any brand, but you have to become a tech savvy laptops or whatever it may be. So even the GB you are using, you have to upgrade that. So in this fast paced era, you cannot rely upon the 2 GB. I do understand that your affordability also matters. Keeping in that mind, try to be a tech savvy. If some traditional guy comes and questions you or challenges you saying that why you bought a car or why you bought a smartphone or why you bought a laptop, when you can go and directly speak to that person, you should be able to give proudly and confidently answer, because usually elderly people may ask you or may challenge you for buying a car. You should be able to say that if you are buying a car out of ego or out of prestigious issue, when your urgent needs are not getting fulfilled, then you are really putting yourself in trouble. But the thing is, if you are able to afford it and if you are able to pay EMI, then definitely you can go for a car. So because you cannot rely upon someone else for pick and drop facilities. You cannot ask your neighbors for emergency. If you have especially any elder person, if they are facing some issues in the midnight, you cannot rely upon your neighbors for any medical emergency, right? So you have to know how to use the technology, no matter of your other people judgments. So I do understand few majority of the women doesn't know the driving of the car or even two wheeler sometimes, so that is the reason they have to upgrade, even though you are a rich person or you can affordable. But if you are an elderly person, definitely you cannot rely upon the drivers even at the point of medical emergency and in the midnight sometimes. So that is the reason you should be able to have some type of resources in on your fingertips. At least you have to be able to take online services as a first aid, this thing. So never judge yourself as you are a spendthrift, or never believe in people judgments blindly. So even after buying a car, if you are putting that car in a garage for months or for weeks continuously and you are utilizing the public transport or any metro services, that is not a big crime, because for emergency you are utilizing that car and you are becoming even eco-friendly at the same time. So you should be able to explain in such a way if that person is very nearest and closest person to you, but never ignore your necessities. So always try to be get balance in between being traditional and being tech savvy. Again, we all know that what artificial intelligence is doing nowadays, it is becoming sometimes even it is giving some type of harms to our life. So that is the reason, don't be too traditional guy and don't be too technological based guy, because being human is always important and profound of our life. Again, going moving on to next topic, resolve your personal related issues. So work on your personal relationships, whether it can be in between your siblings or in between mother and daughter, in between wife and husband, or between children and parents, or in between business partner and other colleagues, or employee and boss. You have to sit and discuss with them. So you cannot pass years with the same issues, and you cannot sleep on such type of issues. You have to be first person to take the initiative and resolve this type of issues, because ultimately we are all working for our families and we are all working for creating some harmony in our day-to-day lives. So without having some pleasant discussion after a stressful day or after stressful week, there is no use of having these many career oriented goals, or there is no use of having lots of finances and bank balances even. So try to put yourself in a leadership role when it comes to resolutions or resolving the issues. So always you have a choice of sleeping on the issues or to resolve. And again, never feel like to take these type of steps, because Since childhood we are taking our own decisions. uh, Likewise it starts from 2 years age. So if your parent asked you which type of chocolate you require, whether milk flavored chocolate or Cadbury chocolate, you start choosing yourself, right? In the same way you have to choose your life, whether you want to go for a pleasing and getting pleased by others, or you want to be bitter and giving bitterful experiences to your relations. You have to take your own decisions, and you have to resolve as soon as possible. So never blame others for their type of decisions and for their type of choices, because people have different experiences and people will choose according to their convenience. So you are not the ultimate choice for everybody. So try to understand people's situations and never blame them for their type of lifestyles according to their affordability, according to their parents' willingness to give to children. It all matters, right? It all create differences. If your parents are not willing to give, or even if they are willing but they are not interested to give or to provide you some type of opportunities, or to provide you some type of assets, or to provide you some types of comforts, uh, you should not blame others for your parents decisions, because others parents are maybe willing to give, and maybe they are very much interested in their children, or they are very well planned parents. It is up to them. You cannot conclude yourself saying they are selfish and they are providing lots of comforts to their children. It is up to them. It is up to their affordability, and it is up to their type of love. That love will be different, the way of expressing will be different. Few people buy lots of toys to their children, but they might not give a well balanced diet. It is up to them, right? It is their education level. Even it all depends. Maybe your parents are giving you the well prepared food and well balanced diet, but they are not interested to provide you as per current era needs, like giving you a bicycle, or giving you a smartphone, or purchasing an asset for you, or pooling up resources for your foreign education, whatever it may be, or for your luxuries, or for your gold, whatever it may be. So it is according to parents education levels, and according to their society and their parenting nurturing capacity, all decides your future and your present events. So never blame others and their parents for their decisions. If your parents are not interested upon their children, they won't provide. Definitely they won't show much interest in their children, or maybe they have lots of responsibilities, or maybe they are taking care of their parents and maybe avoiding their children needs. It all depends upon their type of perceptions. So you have to understand your parents perceptions and their priorities. Yeah, I can see in few families they bother about their parents. They are too sentimental, and they are they'll be helping to all relatives, friends, to everybody. But when it comes to children, they are very strict, and they restrict their providing comforts, and they restrict their finances, and they won't even bother about their needs. It is all about their type of parenting, because they believe in that children will be spoiled if we provide all comforts. Or or maybe they are not aware of children and parenting relations, or maybe they are really not interested to invest in you because of their own reasons, or maybe they are very needy and they're very greedy to get you from. So it all depends. So you have to understand that if other parents are nurturing a lot, if other parents are providing a lot, but your parents are not, means it's all about their perceptions and their affordability and their type of parenting. So never blame others, and never blame them saying that they are selfish. So you have to be little mature. So way forward to overcome these type of issues. Don't be a Xerox copy of someone. Never copy. Be yourself and take your own decisions. Don't copy others decisions, because people take decisions based upon their own experiences and according to their opportunities and their capability even to handle the future issues even. and then take credibility for your good deeds. So always take credibility for your good deeds. Never hesitate and never reject a thank you message. Never ignore yourself, right? And then take accountability for your decisions. So even if you have taken any decision, either it gives you failure or success, it is your brainchild. After a sequence of failures, might be you are going to get a big win. So that should be your type of thought process. So cultivate that habit and become a tech savvy. So nowadays in this fast paced environment, you have to be a tech savvy. You cannot rely on old patterns, and you cannot say that you are poor and that you are not able to compete with this current generation. No, it is not like that. You have to maintain different philosophies for different type of issues. You cannot take same type of philosophy for everything. For economics, you have to rely on Adam Smith, and for spiritual knowledge, you have to rely upon the spiritual books, and for mathematics, you have to rely upon the Einstein and some other professors' formulas, right? In the same way, when it comes to according to the issue, you have to change your philosophy and the method of philosophy. You cannot be too traditional, and you cannot sit in front of God and expect all good things happen. You have to work hard, and you have to work on your own. So you have to be smart enough to deal with all these things. So never feel like if you are purchasing some gadget, or if you are purchasing some valuable asset, means you are procuring your life. And if you are and also know that Adam Smith once mentioned that today's luxuries are tomorrow's necessities. So based upon this quote, you can assess your life and go accordingly. So never take people judgments as a concluding point of your life. And then upgrade skills, behavior, and smart skills. Finally, you have to upgrade, as I said, becoming a tech savvy. That will be the major part. And even your behavior. Maybe you are from some village part of any country or world, but when you are leading in any metro city, or when you are leading your life in any uh, big, location where you have to deal with lots of people, then you have to be well mannered, well groomed, and you have to maintain hygienic levels. Even behavior in the sense, not only about saluting to someone or saying namaste or saying some other thing, good morning wishes. It is all about even like dressing, having a dressing sense, and controlling your body odor, and using normal colors, and using vibrant colors sometimes. So according to the situation, you have to have your own dressing sense. And then maintaining hygienicness. You cannot deal with many people having bad breath, right? So people won't respect you. So that is the reason. Even your dressing quality will decide sometimes. Even your gestures, when it comes to some type of situations and scenarios, you have to be very careful and control your emotions. So all plays a major role when you are dealing with people. So these are called people skills, behavioral skills, whatever it may be. So you have to nurture yourself in order to get uh, great finances and great respect from the public or from the universe. And again and again, I am requesting, or I am telling, don't blame others for your choices. Don't blame others for their choices. Even people have their own type of choices, their own type of requirements, and their type of uh, sensibility even. So they go accordingly. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.